Hey game developers, Shashank here from SansArts. I'm a 16-year-old game developer, and in this video I'll be teaching you how you can create a simple health bar in Unity and how to decrease player health when enemy collides with the player. In this scene I have just created a plane and a 3D cube. This cube is going to be our player. I have added a rigid body and a script called moveObject with custom keys. This script just enables the player to move around the scene. I have explained how the script works in one of my videos. If you have not seen it yet, I will leave a link in the description below so that you can watch it first. You can display the player health either in the form of a text or in the form of a slider. I will teach you both the techniques in this tutorial. You can use the same technique in your 2D games as well. Let me align the text as well as the slider. And I'm going to reset the background image and even the fill area because this looks cool if you compare it with the Unity default slider. And I'm going to disable this handle slide area because I don't need that knob. I'm going to set the fill color to purple. Now you need to enter the minimum value and the maximum value of the slider. I will enter the maximum value of the slider as 100 because I need the maximum health of the player to be 100, and this is going to be the default value of the slider. I am going to set it as 100 because I am decreasing the player health and not increasing it. You can see a small gap over here because I have disabled the handle slide area game object. If you want to get rid of that, just resize the background image. So in order to decrease the player health, you need to just reduce the value of the slider. So let us create a C# script, call it player health, and let me open it up in a Visual Studio. First, I am going to create a variable of float data type and call it health. I am declaring the health as float data type because I need the player health to be of decimal values, for example 99.8, 10.5. If you declare this health as an integer, health can have only integer values and not decimal values. If you want to display the player health in the form of slider, you need to type in public slider and the variable name. If you wanna display the player health in the form of text, you need to type in public text and the name of the variable. To use this slider and text, you need to import a class called unityengine.ui. So now in the update function, we need to sync the value of the slider to the health. Therefore, we have to type in slider.value equals health. What this does, this is going to sync the player health with the value of the slider over here. If you want to display the player health in the form of text, you need to just type in text.text equals health and the health. What this is doing, right? I'm just setting the text value, as health, and then I'm displaying the health value. I just can't type in health without double quotes because it's not a variable. Therefore, you should enclose health within double quotes. And I'm going to display the health by using a plus operator. This is just going to sync the value of the health with the slider value as well as the text. Let me save it first and head back to Unity. Let me drag the text as well as the slider and set the health to 50 and hit play. So now the slider value must be 50 and even the text over here. And yes, the health value has been synced. Now if you want to decrease player health when player collides with the enemy, I need to decrease player health when enemy collides with the player. Therefore, let me create the enemy, reset the position, let me drag it near the player And to be able to see it, let me create a material and set its color to red and drag it over the enemy. So this is going to be our enemy. Let us open the script. And now you have to detect when object collides with the player, right? So you need to type in a function called onCollisionEnter and pass in an argument of collision data type followed by the variable name. So in this method you need to type in if obj.gameObject.tag equals enemy, then decrease the player health by 10. So what this does, this function is going to check when obstacles or objects collide with the player. We don't want to decrease the player health when tree collides with the object, right? So we are using this if condition. We are going to check whether the object collided, this object over here, we are going to check whether the object collided has the tag called enemy. If the object has a tag called enemy, then only we are decreasing the player health by 10. Let me head back to Unity and create a tag called enemy. Click on add tag and create a tag called enemy, and let me tag the enemy. So now if I hit play and collide with the enemy, the player health must reduce. And yes, the player health is reducing. So in your 2D games, to detect collisions, you need to include this 2D suffix in the function name as well as in the argument. In your 3D games, you need to remove this 2D suffix. I will leave a link for the script in the description below. If you would like to join Sansar's Discord server, you can join by clicking the link which is available in the description. And if you need to support me via Patreon, you can go to my Patreon page by clicking the link which is available in the description. Thanks for watching this video.